So if we can do that, maybe talk with, continue like it is, maybe talk with Sheriff Doyle, maybe you and Ronald and
Dan, does that fall any underneath where we do the, like the Flexi district, or where ordinances do for music and stuff in those areas?
A lot of zoning ordinances have performance standards in them for noise, and 65 is a common, 65, 85. She's right. That is a common standard. But the question is who enforces it. See, if it's your ordinance, you can enforce it. If it's not your ordinance, then you don't enforce it.
The state does it. I mean, the sheriff's department does it, right?
So it's a question of what you want. Now, a lot of cities have these, and a lot of cities have decibel meters, and so you just have to decide what you want to do. But we have written those in. A lot of zoning ordinances have decibel standards in them and time frames. And there's a standard that most cities use. I don't know what yours is proposed here. I haven't looked at it. If you'd like us to look at it, we'd be glad to look at it as part of this overlay district, because it is a standard that we can include in there or not. But if you'd like us to look at it, we can at least compare it to what most other cities do. I haven't looked at yours, but if you'd like us to, we'd be glad to do it.
No, we don't have a choice. Yeah.
Because if we had someone else between 4 hours.
so I believe the only way the city would get involved if we set an ordinance as to where, how far it could be metered from either the complainant or a certain distance from the business, huh?
And the times.
And the times. Do you recall you read that or that documentation? If you, maybe you could present that to the council, maybe.
Well, I said there's something we need to do, and I think it needs to be, I'm talking to you about what you're doing, but we need it citywide just for the garage bands, and those are most of the nuisance people, and guy working outside and got his 15 woofers in his car and he's got to go in full blast. And
Do you have
those seem to
noise
be
standards now?
No, there's
It's
no.
just the
we don't have
state,
ordinances
it's just the state standards, 85. And then what happens is the complainants actually call the sheriff's department and they deal with that.
80's pretty high for night.
The state is 85.
Mm-hmm.
But it drops down. There's a dual.
Yeah.
It drops down at night.
I think
It has to be between 10, 11, or 12. That's where the different cities vary.
I didn't think state had an actual time.
No, I think that's city-based.
Mm-hmm.
And there, you used to, people say, well, after 10 o'clock, but that's
Oh,
not,
right.
that's not reality.
Well, I think what the state has is a maximum, but we can make it lower, just can't make it higher.
Right.
Right.
Well, you can set it for what you believe is correct for your city, but you have to put it in your zoning ordinance, and then you have to enforce it.
But you're right, Bob, we have to differentiate the different times between a house or a business.
Well, there's where we need to put in a line item for musical things where you have to come get a permit to do it for a month or something on a certain time. So that way we can control the garage bands and stuff all the time.
You know, I hear it. I hear it whenever they're playing it. I don't have to be down there and step out on my front porch, on my back porch, and I hear it. And I'm not that close. I mean, I know music goes up.
It might, because I never hear it, and I'm close.
Well, I think that's what she's saying. I can stand at the top of the hill up there and hear them down with Methodist camp too, but it's a matter of, it is a decibel level to where it's really interfering with inside your home.
Right.
Right.
Because the property line is, again, you're right next to the person. You can cough loud and probably offset it.
Right.
And, you know, it doesn't bother me, but the people that have complained to me say it's real hard. They can't hear your television or anything. So.
balance we gotta do.
Right. So do we want to table this and continue to talk about this next month?
I move we table this for the next meeting.
Okay, I have a motion to table this until next month. Do I have a second?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to table this until the following month. All in favor? 5-0.